Hello, my name is Kacper Molinski and you're watching the Daily News. In today's program, you'll see weather anomalies in January, what causes the damage of the ozone layer, how the final of the great orchestra of the Christmas charity went, how and why Poland lost the match in handball, the refugee problem all around borders of Europe, and the last part of our daily news will be for people who live in Masovian districts. Enjoy. So, we are witnessing one of the greatest weather anomalies since 1979. In January, there were temperature differences of even 20 degrees Celsius. The temperature was so low that it caused deaths of several homeless people. So, if you see a person that is lying on the ground without even a blanket, please call social services. And the other half of the month, the situation has completely changed. Apparently, it seems like winter ended much more quickly than could have been expected. It's not good news for snowboarders. And here's what our consultant recently found out. The scientists from Massachusetts are wondering what may have caused such quick end of the winter. They still haven't chosen the right answer, but the most probable one is that it's people's fault. The usage of all kinds of aerosols made the ozone hole much bigger than it had been before. Radioactive UV rays may damage your health condition and enlarge the risk of cancer. And now it's time for some news from the world of culture. As you all know, the 24th final of the Great Orchestra of Christmas Charity took place in a whole Poland. Obviously, the biggest event was organized in the capital city. That day, people who were collecting money for medical equipment spread on the streets. The organization collected over 44 million zlotys. At the end of the day, there was an enormous fireworks show ever made, which thousands of people took part in. We can only hope that in following years they will be donated even more money. And now it's time for some news for people who like sports. As you all know, Poland was taking part in Europe Championships in handball, but unfortunately we couldn't beat Croatia. Until the first half, the fight was equal, but then we began to lose. The match ended with such an unbelievable score, we lost 23-37. It's terrible news for our young players, and they lost their chances for a trophy. And now it's time to talk about politics, the refugee problem. The wave of refugees, which seems to have no end, is spreading to so-called civilized countries. Leaders are discussing what to do with them. For example, the Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, is pushing other leaders to help refugees finding new homes. Although some refuse because they are afraid that so many unemployed can ruin the budget completely, but they are about to change the point of view. We can only hope that Europe can live through the recession. And the last part of our daily news, as I said, will be for people who live in the Masovian district. The government finally donated money for the new road going straight through Warsaw. The drivers are really pleased because they don't have to waste time in traffic jams. The whole project costs over 80 million zlotys, but fortunately for the taxpayers, the 70% of that amount will be returned from the European Union. And that is all for today. Thank you, and in the name of our crew, we say goodbye. See you.